Next up at UFC Charlotte, we have Tim Means taking on Alex Morono. Tim Dirty Bird Means is 32-14 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, riding a 2-fight skate. He's taking on Alex Morono, 22-8 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off that late knockout loss to Ponzinibbio. This is another fight with some interesting, with an interesting line. The movement is not interesting. The movement makes a lot of sense here. But Tim Means opened as a pretty big underdog, is still a pretty big underdog, but it has tightened. And I'm surprised he's that big of an underdog because I don't think anybody should ever really be a 2-1 favorite over Tim Means unless you're a top ranked guy. Tim Means is tough. He's high volume. He's a solid striker. He can work in takedowns when he needs to. He's tricky in his striking because he's got that karate style stance. 24 of his 32 wins are by stoppage. He has been stopped, though, 8 times on the other side of that. But everything about Tim is a mixed bag. He can come out there and look like he has phenomenal striking. Then we'll see him lose a striking match. He can come out there, use his wrestling really well, and then see him lose his wrestling match. But the reality is, Tim Means is an active guy. He's got a frustrating style. And he is coming off a really, really close loss to Max Griffin where he was knocked down. But he had 3 takedowns and he landed more total strikes. And he's fighting Alex Morono. Alex Morono used to be a mixed bag, right? There was times where you'd watch Alex Morono fight and you could be like, this guy could be a world champ. Then you'd see him fight and you're like, what's going on with this guy? Why can't he put it together? He did build himself a nice little streak there, start to put it all together, had a couple nice wins in a row, was solid fight with Ponzinibbio before he ended up getting work there, but he's a well-rounded guy, clean striking, solid grappling. His body's always in the right place at the right time. He's always doing the right things, and he can work in takedowns if he needs to, if he's getting into some trouble. He was up 2-0 on the Ponzinibbio scorecards before getting stopped in the 3rd. I do think Alex Morono wins, so my open here wasn't to say that Tim Means is going to win. It was just, I don't know if minus 325, that opening line, that definitely seems super wide. Tim Means is a tricky, gritty kind of guy. The line's shrinking. It's now minus 223. I do think Alex Morono wins, but I personally, low confident pick. I'm not going to spend the money because Alex is going to need to stick and move. He doesn't typically work in the takedown. So it's going to be a lot of stick and move, probably defending takedowns. And that could be a little bit of a trouble if Tim's just comes charging forward. What do you think?
Yeah, I have all the respect in the world for the Dirty Bird. I mean, you nailed it. He's a well-rounded guy. He's a durable guy. But I just don't know what he has to offer for Alex Morono. First of all, Alex Morono is probably the most high-level jiu-jitsu practitioner that you've never heard of because he never used it. But he literally is like a double black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's a very smart dude as well. So if he does get in trouble, he can rely on that. There's in no world do I see Tim Means out grappling a guy like Alex Morono. So then it comes down to the striking, and I don't see Tim Means out striking Alex Morono. As you mentioned, Ponzinibbio, that last fight, that was like on 4 days' notice. Alex Morono came in and was just beating the shit out of Ponzinibbio. Ponzinibbio is a very, very good technical striker and was literally just doing whatever he wanted in there. I think in the 3rd round, the short notice started to catch up to him, and the success of the earlier round started to catch up to him because he started headhunting a little bit too much. He was a little bit exhausted, mouth open, and he was really kind of just trying to put Ponzinibbio out in that 3rd round and end up getting caught. It happens sometimes, short notice, and I don't think it was like a super bad knockout. He was put down, but he was still kind of there, and they stopped the fight. It is what it is. He's got that high guard. He throws out that jab, and he's got real power in his hands. And I just love his footwork for this fight. Ponzinibbio was not able to touch him until that late when he was overextending. Tim Means, I don't think he's going to be technical enough. And when he tries to get wild, I think Alex Morono is going to be there with the power. So I definitely don't think the Dirty Bird can come in and out grapple Alex Morono. So it's going to come down to the striking, and I believe that Alex Morono is the better striker. He's got that high guard. It looks weird when he's in there. It's going to look like, holy shit, does this guy know what he's doing? Because he's, his hands are like up here, and he's bouncing, but all of a sudden he snaps that jab, and he throws a little bit too. He throws that two behind it. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, this guy does know what the hell he's doing in there. And his footwork is good. He's very clean, and like I say, he's a very high IQ fighter. Made a mistake last fight. I think he cleans it up, and I think he can come in here and absolutely kind of dominate the Dirty Bird. I don't know if he's going to be able to find the finish. Dirty Bird's a tough dude, but if Dirty Bird still, if he comes in and thinks he's gonna wrestle this guy, or maybe he gets hurt and he tries to default to wrestling, he'll get choked out too. So I'm all in on Alex on this play.
Yeah, we're both on the same side of the pick. This is why we do confidence levels for premium members. If you're a premium member, you go to my page, you go to Jacob's page. You're going to see, if you're on my page, for example, you're going to see the fight, my pick for that fight, my confidence level in the pick for that fight, and then you're going to see my
And
round
all mine
line
are high.
reads.
All mine are high this week. You didn't change those, right?
I did change them. Honestly, somebody in Discord was like, Jacob, at a
I
certain
saw that.
point.
Oh,
yeah.
you did.
He's not right. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, I was proving a point. Angel called me a pussy. I said,
to
okay,
me-
fine.
Yeah.
That's how I handle my business. I'll get right in your face.
You're like a little brat, is how you handled it.
What do you mean?
Like
you
a
said,
little
You
brat.
said, oh, why you... The whole thing started with the Pete Rodriguez. Why do you have him as low? I was like, okay.
I said,
they're all high now. There you
no,
go.
I said, what a
that issue.
loser. All that yelling and screaming you did about Pete Rodriguez and you listed him as a low confidence pick. And you're like, me, I'm going to make him all high. That's what happened.
Like a man.
It was in a man voice and everything. We're both on the same side of the pick here. I think I have the DraftKings prices flipped. You're going to spend the... I was going to say, that's...
non-professionalism. Jesus Christ, right on cue there.
That timing was
I
not
just realized
phenomenal.
that flag. What is that, the North Carolina flag?
Yes, I told you. Every time they go to a new place, I use the local flag. At least this is colorful. That Jersey flag.
Doesn't that
was,
say the city of Charlotte? Did you take
it is the
city?
sorry. It is the Charlotte flag. Yes. If a city has a flag, I'll use the city flag.
Doesn't all cities have flags? Indianapolis
you-
has the best city flag in the world.
Well, and the North Carolina flag sucks. So the Charlotte flag is what I went with. Anyway, thank you for noticing. Honestly, we talked about this last week. We have the best graphics in this game. There's nobody. Look at this graphic. Look at what you're getting on here. You're going to get the obvious, the weight class, their records. You're going to get their records in the last 5, the country that they're from, the opening odds, the current odds, and DraftKings pricing. And then if we go to this slide, you're going to get height, reach, stance, age.
How beautiful
Then-
is that?
Strike. That's Indianapolis. It's basically the same flag we're looking at now. You're going to get all the significant strike stats and all the grappling stats. I don't know what anybody else could ever want out of a graphic. This is
State
incredible
flag, too.
stuff.
I mean, incredible. Incredible. Nothing better than Indiana. Nothing better than Indiana.
That looks like it was made in MS Paint.
Fuck
Anyway,
you, bitch.
are you going to spend the $8,800 on Alex Morono?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. To be honest with you.
I would hope so after that whole song and dance. I don't know if I will. Probably not. But he's definitely one of the... It's a low confidence pick for me, but definitely one of the more straightforward fights if he gets his game going. It's Tim that's the question mark. Tim is the question mark in this fight, which is why
Dirty Bird?
I'm probably going to stay away from it. Is it a dance? Is Dirty Bird an actual dance?
What?
The fuck do I know? We know that I'm older.
I love to skate. I
love to skate.
You didn't do that at the skating rink?
No,
That
and
was
I
the
went to
song
a
at the
skating
skating
rink.
rink. You're skating right.
I don't ever remember that.
I love to skate. What did you chant? I suck Chase Sherman.
Mostly technical or techno music. A lot of okay.